Well, the Supreme Court is now hearing a case that involves the Affordable Care Act. Specifically, they're looking at the legality of the mandate that is in that act. And it looks like in arguments that what the various justices are asking the participants seems to indicate they are not willing to strike down the whole ACA, perhaps just the mandate. At least that seems to be the early read. But what is the read through for health insurance companies and the healthcare industry overall? Let's bring in David Toung now to talk about that. He's Argus Research healthcare analyst. So David, first of all, are you surprised by that sort of early read that we're getting on the case? And is this something that the healthcare industry was sort of prepared for?
Sure, Julie. Frankly, I wasn't surprised at the tone of the commentary from Chief Justice Roberts. I mean, after all, he led the court when it upheld the ACA earlier. And, he, in oral arguments, he said that, it's not really the role of the court to strike down the law. What is interesting is what Justice Kavanaugh said, that he would be able to find the individual mandate severable from the rest of the law, so that even though the taking the tax away, there really is no individual mandate, the rest of the law can stand. And it sounds like, here you have two votes from the conservative wing of the Supreme Court who would uphold the law, and that I think, at least maybe a 5-4 upholding of the ACA. And what are the implications for the insurance market, for insurance stocks? I think that it's a positive to have stability in the insurance market. More importantly, this will give the opportunity for the Biden administration to strengthen the law. There are things that they can do legislatively to improve affordability, to improve financial incentives for the state to expand Medicaid, and to improve affordability and tighten up, several provisions. So I think overall it's a positive, both for people who could benefit from insurance coverage, and also for the stability of the insurance market overall. And given the impact of the COVID-19 global pandemic, you can clearly see how important it is to have insurance coverage.
David, this is going to be the ACA debate. It's still going to remain very much top of mind next year. Is there one health insurer that stands to do better in this type of environment?
Well, one stock that we cover is Humana, and they are a leader in Medicare Advantage, and they also offer Medicaid plans where they're working with the states. So clearly, Humana is a stock that would benefit from a stability in the ACA.
And David, I guess thinking about the overall situation right now, and you kind of outlined it at the beginning, where we've got the pandemic going on. We have what's likely to be a contentious political period as it relates to the ACA going forward. How are you thinking about the broad universe of healthcare stocks right now? I know Brian just asked about, is there a specific name? But just with all these moving parts, how are you within your coverage area, just trying to pin down, which models may do better, which ones may be under pressure, and what the needs for, citizens as it relates to health insurance could be over the next decade or so?
Well, one area that I focus on is medical devices. And that sector saw, quite a pullback, back in March and April, because elective surgeries were down as hospitals focused their care on treating COVID-19 patients. The procedural volume has come back, hasn't all the way come back. There's some question as to whether the second or third wave, how that would impact hospitals. But it looks like the procedural volume continues to improve. And, we are seeing the, advent of robotics in surgery. That's something that will improve the technology and make these devices more attractive to hospitals. We're seeing the news that Stryker is completed the acquisition of Wright Medical, that strengthens Stryker's offerings in extremities, upper and lower. So that's certainly bullish. And do you have another question on the sector?
No, that was I think he was just asking you for thinking through these various sectors. So that's a good one to think about. We're going to leave it there. David, thank you so much. David Toung is Argus Research Healthcare Analyst. We'll get you back soon to talk about the implications for all these various subsectors within healthcare.